gang, nigga. We got real money. Them other niggas on the other side ain't got no money. They broke. They ain't got no money, bro. My mama, bro. We keep that pack on us, bro.
Y'all, they know about us. They know about us. You can't go nowhere. Who's doing it?
Go sit your little pockets down.
Hey, y'all gonna have a little punishment like motherfucker. Ah! Come on, man. Come on, man. It ain't no damn game.
Gang shit.
It ain't no damn game, man.
Y'all fucking with the wrong niggas, dummy.
Fuck a band gang too. Y'all niggas done rap for years. Manager got more ice than you. I'm in fucking tears. Mom, he albino. I ain't never heard him straight shit.
Go, go. Where them hams go? Where them bells go? Where the scale go? Check the mail go. Man, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Stump the shit out them niggas, bro. That's why them niggas got the fucking pulling up. Hit me in my fucking face with that shit, bro. I got a concussion. I ain't going to the hospital, man. They go ask questions.
Back up. Hey, bro. Where bro from? What up, man? Hey, Ocho. Here, bro.
How's you a shooter? You ain't bust back. Out here, if you a pussy, get your bust snatched. She mad, I put her ace on her ass crack. I made a mistake cause her ass.
What's up, family? Welcome back to Midwest Rumors, man. Make sure you get in here, get comfortable, right? And overdo your part on that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on the latest happening in the Midwest, man. Because today, listen, we're doing another highly requested video. Y'all been on my head asking about the Pablo Skywalking. Y'all been asking a lot about Rocaine. So we're going to get into that and we're going to put them together. But not just the beef. We're going to get into the origins of them becoming artists, setting trends, and creating a new sound, not only in Detroit, but in Michigan as a whole. Because in my opinion, both of these dudes are pioneers for sure. So let's get into the content. Because the first one I want to start with is Rocaine.
One, the brothers had a baby named Booby. Diaper bag Gucci. Everything Coochie. He was born to kill it, think his first words was Uzi.
Top made that boy do the cha-cha. I'm about my moolah. Bitch can't get nada cause bitch you $1. Free bro the robbers. Knock off your top pussy, bitch, I'm a rider.
Now, Rocaine was from that West Side, 8 Mile, Santa Barbara area, the Scuddy Zone. You feel me? Now, I remember back then he was saying that he was from Tennessee or something like that, but he moved up here when he was younger. I can't remember. Y'all let me know in the comments. But anyway, right, Rocaine was talented, right? He had, man, skills when it came to the producing, and he had skills when it came to making music, bro, as far as like songs. Now, like, he wasn't hard as far as like the lyrics and all of that, but his production, and he had like kind of like that Waka Flocka Chief Keef style. You feel what I'm saying? Kind of like a hype man, but he wasn't a hype man because he was rapping by himself. But that's kind of how his style was, bro. He reminded me of like a Waka Flocka mixed with like a Chief Keef. You feel me?
Give me all your motherfucking money. I be in a trap house with the junkies. Give me all your motherfucking money.
I'm a stupid motherfucker. Nigga, I'm not fighting, I be suing motherfuckers. Headshot, double boy, like a piece of Dex, nigga.
But anyway, like I said, he would come onto the music scene around 2012, 2013, right? And one of the first songs I heard by Rocaine was called Watch Me, right? Old ass song, man. And then another song I heard by him was called Lil OG. You feel me? Now, this was before he had linked in with CT Films and started going crazy, right? Around like 2015. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, bro was hard. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, he had ended up linking with CT Films and dropped one of his first videos called Trap. You feel what I'm saying? Trap. All I wanna do is on you now. Trap. And Then, right, he dropped that song called Intro with CT Films. That bitch was hard, right? Now, before Rocaine would link with CT Films and set the city on fire, he would be a part of a group called StuntHard HotBoyz.
Loose ass, tray fast, broke ass, dumb bitch. No kiss, you can't get shit. Not a crumb, bitch. Fuck hoes, real shit. About to take my bitch shopping, buy her new clips.
And they had dudes like Buddha, Jew, D Potts, just to name a few, right, that y'all may know. And them boys used to go crazy and had created a real buzz, right? But once D Potts got locked up, then Jew went down for a little minute. A lot of that shit would begin to split up, even causing certain members to start beefing with each other, right? Rocaine would start even beefing with a lot of them dudes and go on his solo thing, and pretty much he'd take off, bro. Because around this time, the normal Detroit sound was changing due to the drill scene, right? And the scam rap. It quickly went from Team Eastside and Dope Boys Cash Out, rapping about money, hoes, cars, clothes, hitting the road, you know what I'm saying? And it quickly went to murder, 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 you feel me? When you had Dexo Simon hit the scene, Smoke Camp Chino, Band Gang, Pablo Skywalking, Rocaine. You feel what I'm saying? The vibe went from, like I say, making money, trapping, hitting the road, to robbing, killing, and sliding in every song, right?
King of the mall on this hitter shit, nigga. Shoot a whole dub in your head, you all illiterate, nigga. Don't want no features with you actors, I don't fuck with you rappers. Waiting for
already got some bodies on it, bought a new Glock and that bitch screaming, put a body on me. I'm the type of nigga that get you picked off. Money on your head, I knock that bitch off.
This was the beginning of the new wave in Detroit, man. This was the beginning. Now, like I said, once Rocaine locked in with CT Films and went solo, bro took over Detroit, literally. Every song was a banger, and it wasn't because of his lyrics, like I said before. It was his beat selection and his energy that had people locked in. You feel me? He created such a crazy buzz that Chief Keef started paying attention to the drill scene in Detroit and would start co-signing different rappers, bringing them under the Glow Gang umbrella. I think Buddha, Chino, Rocaine, all was Glow Gang. If I'm missing anybody, let me know in the comments, right? But anyway, after the cosign, Rocaine would drop Chicken and go platinum in the streets, bro. Literally.
Nigga, get your bitch up off my back. Nigga, get your stitch ass out the trap house. Hard body, almighty, on back down, nigga.
This would send his clout level all the way up. Not to mention, he was producing. Listen, bro was in his bag, but you know, the good never lasts too long, because outside the music, Rocaine was earning a reputation for being a slime ball, robbing people allegedly, running off on dudes, all type of shit, right? He would start falling out with Chino, D Potts, Snap Dog, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would say, oh, it was because he was, you know, getting clout, he was going up. So, you know, he kind of took over, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He kind of was overshadowed a lot of them dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Because of his consistency. You feel me? So when dudes like Snap Dog came out talking crazy, you know, people was like, oh man, everybody just going that road because he the most popping one, you know. But in all actuality, Ro might have just been on some bullshit back then, bro. You know, he had a big head, you know, pause. He had the most clout in the city, man. He was one of the most buzzing artists in the city, you know, and shit, bro was probably feeling himself, man. Cause he got to falling out with everybody. You feel me? Lando would even come out talking about how Rocaine took his camera and ran off, right?
Do the interview and shit. You know, I got the camera on the tripod and shit. He like, take a picture. I take a picture and shit. Whoop. So he like, oh shit, take another. I take another one. He looking at the picture. He scrolling through my camera. And then he just jet out the door like a 40-yard dash, like a fucking crackhead. Like, I never seen a nigga run that fast in my life. Like, he run out the door with my camera and then hop a fence.
Motherfucking killers, nigga. You niggas robbed a couple niggas and you think you tough, nigga. Stop playing, nigga. You better take my motherfucking murder shit out here, boy. You a hoe, nigga. Stop playing, nigga. Fight me, nigga. Get in the ring with me, nigga.
They got me fucked up, sneak this and this shit. This nigga done said everybody's name. But when he say some shit, some sneak this and ass shit, like, he ain't gonna say my name because he don't want that problem, bro. Nigga don't want that problem, dog. On some real shit, bro. It's not Pablo, none of them niggas you beefing with, bro. Don't play with me, man. Not play with me, dog. Play with your bitch.
Now, when Lando came out and exposed that, it was like, damn, my nigga Rocaine, grimy as hell, bro. Cause niggas know Lando ain't gonna hurt nobody, bro. He ain't gonna hurt a fly. He mostly a cool dude, just like to do his business. You feel me? Back then, he used to be shooting the videos before he got into, you know, managing. When he got in locked in with Rocky Bad, and then Baby Tron, you know. But he ain't never did no fuck shit to nobody, bro. So for Ro to do that, bro, Ro is grimy, man. Now, like I said, Rocane was into it with everybody, right? He would even start really getting into it with another Detroit rapper called Pablo Skywalking.
You will never see me with a hood rat. Everybody dead, man, and I can't get the hood back. My favorite auntie was a crackhead. That shit hurt my soul.
Real Loaf gang, nigga. We got real money. Them other niggas on the other side ain't got no money.
Hey, you say Loaf gang in there?
They ain't got no money, bro. My mama, bro. We keep that pack on us, bro.
Watch it there. You got it. Oh, he got the real camera.
I took some stakes out. They say a nigga beat my ass, I know what they talking about. Cause he left on a stretcher, it ain't shit to talk about. The first Detroit nigga ever do a show in Kelly, I was gone for a.
Now, Pablo was another trendsetter pioneer from the west side of Detroit. I was told he was from the Schoolcraft area. Y'all let me know. And then some people said that he was mostly locked in with the dudes on the number streets. You feel me? But I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. But anyway, Pablo was on fire around this time as well. He came with the high fashion shit talking type flow. And listen, he was in his videos with Prada, Gucci, Louis, True outfits, all type of shit. And around this time, none of the young new wave dudes was coming like that in their videos in Detroit, bro. Facts. Nobody. Go find a young rapper in his videos back then. Go find, if they was dropping back-to-back videos and Louis, Gucci, Prada, you feel me, drop tops and shit like that on the regular, man, let me know, bro. You feel me? Because from what I seen and from what I know, nobody was doing that shit back then, bro. Nobody was coming as fresh as Pablo was in the videos, man. Some say he was Silver Spoon, and some say he was fucking with the methods back then. You know what I'm saying? He had the cards, he was on the scam and shit, right? Because he was considered a scam rapper too, right? I don't know. I just know bro was coming crazy and talking crazy. Punch Made Dev talk kind of like how Pablo used to talk back in the day, like, nigga, you poor, you broke, you dusty. You know what I'm saying? Pablo used to talk nuts to you. You feel me? You can be up 10, 15 bands, listen to Pablo, he make you feel like you broke as hell. Bro was funny as hell. Now, the first song I heard from Pablo was in like 2014 called I'm Back. Then he dropped that song called Time, which is like one of my favorite songs by Pablo. It's a song called Time. That motherfucker was hard. It's at over like 1 million views, 1.5, 1.6, something like that. Then I heard Flex on him, right? And I knew right there, bro was about to take off, right? He was different.
That Gucci bet ain't shit if you don't do the Gucci shoes. Niggas swear they loyal, probably wishing you would lose. Count money in the kitchen with my niece watching cartoons. Rolling on my wrist and it remind me of the moves. I be looking like a dope off in these yellow shoes. Baby, I can't dance, but my diamonds can. So many fracklets in my pocket, bust a rubber band.
And bro ass was wild. You know what I'm saying? He was a live wire, kind of unpredictable. I remember he dropped that Band Gang diss out of nowhere, where really it was like he was dissing Lando, Band Gang, he was dissing a lot of people in there. You feel me? Now listen to this shit.
Fuck a Band Gang too. Y'all niggas been rap for years. Manager got more ice than you. I'm in fucking tears. Mom, he albino. I ain't never heard him straight shit. Lonnie, he was homeless. Nigga, he got no ass. Bitch. I'm the real shitty boy. Niggas, they be mad cause I got cribs about the city boy. Why the fuck outside to that lane? I don't get you boys. If you niggas.
Bro was tripping that whole song, talking about Javarby having fake money, all type of shit. But anyway, during his rise, like I said, him and Rocaine would start beefing. Because, you know, Pablo used to hang with StuntHard, but they would fall out, right? He say Rocaine was plotting on robbing him and shit like that. So that kind of sparked to beef. Then they was using the HotBoyz shit. You You know what I'm saying? StuntHard HotBoyz. And Pablo was cool with them number street niggas. So, and you know, a lot of them number street niggas back around that time, they called themselves the HotBoyz. You feel me? So, you know how niggas feel about them gang names. They ain't like them niggas because that whoopie wop bam. Anyway, according to Pablo, he would begin getting into fights with StuntHard every time they seen each other.
You would rather start like.
Look, I might just break it down with you, dog. Lil Dog been hating for a minute. I used to fuck with him heavy. He used to be my man. You feel me?
Right, y'all got songs together, right?
We got songs. I used to fuck with the whole StuntHard. You feel what I'm saying? I used to record at Boot Creek. Record all the songs, and then niggas start fucking the same hoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So niggas start fucking the same hoes and shit. So niggas get on Twitter talking crazy. You know, talking about I'ma ride Pablo and all that type of foo-foo shit. You feel me?
Right.
So one day, nigga, I'm honest to God truth, nigga. I'm at the football game and shit. I go up to Cass and shit. I'm at the football game and shit. I done about seeing these niggas, you know. So when I see these niggas, I say shit, let's get it cracking, you know. Y'all been talking real greasy on the internet. So y'all see me, nigga. I ain't never seen y'all niggas. You feel me? I ain't seen y'all niggas since I've been fucking with y'all, you know. So I say, let's get it cracking, nigga. And this one, Jew was out. You feel me?
Right.
So, nigga, we just was scrapping a lot. Nigga, like, every time I see them niggas, we just get it cracking. You feel me?
Right. So like every time y'all seen each other, y'all just be fighting. So like, but so the part originated like shit. Like y'all was messing with some of the same girls and shit.
Look, this what happened. Like, you know, like I can say like niggas was basically young-minded, you know.
Right.
Not even to get too deep, but I can say it like this. Like we was popping at the same time. Y'all know the time when niggas like really start to beast. Like when the youth start doing the D shit. Like when it was Pablo, with StuntHard, we was the first like youth really rap and give it a buzz, you know.
Right. So you think y'all can ever do music, man?
Nah.
Can't never do music.
Nah, cause I roll with the HotBoyz. I roll with the number streets.
Okay. Okay, I feel that.
That's just who I roll with, them my brothers. So you know how that go.
Right, so
they even got like nigga that shit with them is the name situation. You feel me? Cause them niggas had the HotBoyz, but my niggas been the HotBoyz. You feel me?
Right, so that's what was the problem started with all that.
Yeah.
Now the beef would turn serious when one day Rocaine would crash out on Periscope, right, and start calling everybody out for FaZe. Right, he'd call all the Detroit rappers out to fight and all of this shit. This was when everybody was on Periscope, like I said. Like now, Rocaine would go live calling out Shred Gang, Mon, Pablo Skywalking. I think he called out some of the StuntHard dudes, and niggas would agree to link up. So you would have Mazo, Mon, Bugs. You know what I'm saying? They all would pull up, and them boys would throw hands.
Coming, right pulling up. They right there.
He say he put.
He right there. He right there. He right there. Y'all see that nigga ball right there, y'all? Y'all see that nigga ball right there, y'all? Y'all see that nigga roll? Come on, we in the field. We in the field. We in the field. Hold on. Man, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Stump the shit out them niggas, bro. That's why them niggas got the fucking pulling up. Hit me in my fucking face with that shit, bro. I got a concussion. I ain't going to the hospital, man. They go ask questions.
Now, after this, I feel like Rocaine should have chilled because somebody upped the pipe on him during this fight. You get what I'm saying? That was a sign to stop trying to fight right there, bro. It was over. Like, you got to fade in. Barely got that one off. You feel me? Because I think the dude Bugs was out there. He got out, got the tripping and woofing and all of that shit. Like, that shit was some clown shit, low key. You know what I'm saying? You even got Mazo yelling, bro. I fuck with Miles because Mazo ain't come over there on no bias shit because I think, you know, Rocaine fuck with a lot of band gang niggas. I think he just probably had problems with Mon, you know, so Ro out there, you know, rooting for Rocaine because he's short as hell, fighting Mon tall as hell, so Ro, throw them hands, Ro. You know what I'm saying? He out there, man, cheerleading like a motherfucker. They could have left that nigga Bugs at home, man, because he got out there acting like Superman. Who want it? Who else want to fight band gang? Who want to fight me? Who want to fight me? Like, that's how niggas be getting blew down, bro. He out there woofing, yelling like that. It reminded me of Dex Osama doing the same thing outside that club, yelling, threatening motherfuckers. That's how shots get fired, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get the pressing niggas in the corner, spooking niggas. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, bro. And I think Bugs was woofing like that in Kalamazoo and caught a face shot. Like, I'm not sure if that was him. One of them band gang dudes got popped in Kalamazoo, bro, for woofing, bro. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was Bugs. But anyway, it might have been another one. Y'all let me know. Anyway, after this, he would pull up on Screwcraft at the liquor store to fight Pablo, right? Which was stupid as hell because Pablo had a lot of them number street dudes riding with him, bro. And them boys over there shoot shit, man. Like, the boys don't be playing. You feel me? Now, before the fight, you can see Pablo on live with these niggas. They got all type of sticks, Dracos, and Extendos, and man, they out there, they ready for it. You can tell. Look at this shit. I wouldn't have dared pull it up on them niggas for no fade. Hell no. Like, what y'all showing all them guns for? Niggas talk about fight, bro. Come on now. And remember, they ain't like no StuntHard HotBoyz because of the HotBoy name. You feel me? That's why you can hear them, like, when they finally link up the fight, they throwing them bitches, you feel me? Rocaine, he's short, you feel me? So he actually throwing them motherfuckers to be a short dude. Pablo looked like he about 6'2". You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell who won the fight, bro, because it was a quick little back and forth little scuffle. You know what I'm saying? But after the fight kind of broke up, you can hear them yelling, right? We the real HotBoyz. We the real HotBoyz. You know what I'm saying? They yelling that because of the, like I said, the HotBoyz name. You know, they was into it over that. Then you hear niggas yelling like, blood gang, blood gang. You know what I'm saying? And all of that shit during the fight video before the shots would eventually start going off, man. It sounded like 2-3 niggas were shooting. It didn't just sound like one person open fire, bro. It sounded like 2 or 3 people start busting, bro. Listen to this shit.
Oh, back up, back up.
Hey, bro. Where bro from? What up, dude? Hey, Ocho, here, bro.
Man, them shots went off. Boom, boom, pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom, pop. Man, bro, definitely more than one shooter, bro, in my opinion. But then again, I don't know, right? Now, after this, Rocaine and Pablo, both, bro, they would start slowly falling back from the music, right? Rocaine would be accused of snitching, but I never seen no paperwork, right? And the paperwork I did kind of see, it wasn't really no snitching shit. He ain't get nobody locked up. The dude West, right? He opened fire. It was all on camera. You know what I'm saying? And he would be locked up for it. Not sure if he from the number streets or not. I just know bro was allegedly the one that opened fire, man. And they would say that Rocaine told on him and all of this. I've never seen no paperwork of Rocaine giving a statement talking about West shot me and they opened fire and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. But I feel like when all of that shit started happening, they started pushing my boy Ro. Like, they started pushing him away from the music, bro. Like, all of the little fans and the rumors and all of that shit coming out. He ratted, he is snitch, woo woo. Nobody ever really came out with the, you know what I'm saying, the proper documents to rightfully accuse, bro. So, you know what I'm saying, for him to fall back how he did, I feel like he let the people do that to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, he would drop a song right after he was shot, though, right? He would drop a song called Run. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch was hard as hell.
Boys in this motherfucker run. Four boys in this motherfucker run. Four boys in this motherfucker run.
But after that, he kind of took a break. You know what I'm saying? His consistency slowed down a lot. And the same goes for Pablo, right? Because like I said, after that shit happened, it was hot. It was all on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? All recorded, and the police was all over that shit, man. So I feel like that kind of woke Pablo up and kind of woke Rocaine up, right? Because Pablo would eventually move out of Detroit, you feel what I'm saying, and start kind of, you know, building himself and elevating as a man. And Rocaine would fall back and start doing the producing, right? Which I feel like was smart. You know what I'm saying? Now, Rocaine should have kind of kept doing this music thing, but they both could have let that beef go, bro. Nobody died. Little fist fights, pop shots went off, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody dead behind it. we could definitely squash it. You feel me? And I ain't saying that squash because I don't think them niggas still don't fuck with each other, but they didn't keep the beef going. You know what I'm saying? They could have kept that shit going, bro. That's why I feel like the moves Pablo make, the moves Rocaine make, it was smart, bro. Because in these days, that shit would have turned out to an all-out back and forth whole gang war, man. You would have had all the dudes from over here beef with all the dudes over there, diss songs dropping, dead niggas dissing the dead. It'd have been all type of shit going on. Right now, to this day, if that shit would have happened in this time right here, it would have been all out war, bro. But anyway, like I said, after the shooting and the police getting involved, niggas getting arrested, bro, Pablo got the fuck on. Yeah, he wasn't fucking with it, bro. And Rocaine would drop a couple more little bangers, bro, but he would slowly fizzle out as well and get more into his producing bag, right? I remember he dropped that Go. You know what I'm saying? That Go. That bitch was hard as hell. Then he dropped that Dope Man, right? That Just Another Day on the Dope Man dick. Just Another Day on the Dope Man. Yeah, that bitch was hard as hell too. Bro knew how to make a banger, man. You feel me? I would love to see bro touring and performing them songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crowd would be lit. You can't lie. I feel like bro let the trolling and allegations and the hate push him to stop making music, man. You feel me? But he back in his producer bag. He make beats for all type of artists all over the city, man. You feel me? So he definitely still eating. But anyway, it wouldn't be long until Pablo, like I said, he fell back as well and would even lead the city to change his environment, and he continued to elevate as he became a man. You could tell by his mentality, his energy, his thought process. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all would say, you know what I'm saying, oh man, they fell off because they not rapping. When in all actuality, man, shit, it looked like both of them niggas still doing pretty good. And the rap shit could have led them niggas down a dark, destructive path, bro. Especially with all of the beef and the hate. You get it? So we can't always look at dudes who take a step back from this music industry or from whatever they doing as if they fell off or a fall off, or you know what I'm saying? Because what's good for the goose not good for the gander. What you may think is good for them may not be good for them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the music industry, bro, it had Ro tripping. You know what I'm saying? He was dealing with a whole lot, probably with the fans and with different rappers, and he was getting into a whole lot of shit. So he may not have felt like that was conducive to his progress in life, bro. And the same thing goes for Pablo Skywalking. That's a fact, man. Go listen to Pablo Skywalking interviews. Go listen to him talk on live. He still be freestyling and everything. He's still hard. You know what I'm saying? But go listen to him talk. Bro, mind elevated. Bro has become a grown man. And he might not have been able to do that if he was still in the music industry dealing with certain energies and certain people and certain situations. The same go for Ro. Like I said, he used to be on live, high, tripping, getting into it, arguing with everybody. You feel me? Daniel lost his life. So, yeah, bro. Leaving that music industry shit behind may be good for some people, bro. That's why I said, like, shit, Mizzo might have a point. He said he want to leave this shit behind. He want to do other things. So, you know, you can't just put a cap on people, bro. The world is big, bro. The sky's the limit. You feel what I'm saying? It's plenty lanes and opportunities out here, not just one. You get it? But y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this, man. Y'all still locked in to Pablo? Was y'all locked in with him back then? Y'all still locked in to Ro? You feel me? Was y'all really locked in to Rocaine back then? You feel me? When he dropped that, why these niggas wanna kill me? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro was hard as hell, bro. I ain't gonna even cap, but like I say, man, y'all hit that like button. Y'all jump in the comments. Y'all subscribe to the channel. It's Midwest Rumors. I'm out.